Hey guys, today I want to show you a quick video about the best way to vent your RC car tires. Why should you vent your tires in the first place? Well, having either your rims or your tires vented allows for air to escape when you land and helps prevent you blowing out your glue joints, and also allows the foams inside the tire to do their job and absorb impact. If you don't have it vented at all, things can get kind of bouncy and weird on landing jumps. These days, the majority of tire wheel combinations you get will have little holes on the insides of the wheels, and those little holes are going to allow air to come out when you land a jump and back in. The reason the holes are on the wheels isn't because that's the best option. The holes are in the wheels because that's the easiest option for the manufacturer. It's much easier to mold a hole into this plastic wheel than it is to mold a hole into the tire. Now, Arma recently has been coming out with vented tires on all of their new products, which is really nice, but most of the other manufacturers are still venting wheels, so it's up to you to vent the tires yourself, and I'm going to show you the best way to do that. Now, there are several different options for venting your tire. First one's going to be to use a drill bit. Don't use a drill bit. What you're going to do if you try to drill a drill bit into this tire is that bit's going to shred the rubber around the hole that you make, leaving places for the rubber to keep ripping, which will end up ripping your tire and destroying it over time. Second option, and this is one I see a lot, is to take a soldering iron and get it nice and hot and poke a hole into it there. That leaves a nice clean hole, but it also creates a lot of smoke and stink and ruins the tip on your soldering iron, so I don't suggest doing that either. The best option is to use a piece of brass tubing. You can get these online on Amazon in packs where it's a combo pack of several different sizes. This is a piece of 1/8" brass tubing. Cut yourself off a little piece like this, and then you take that piece of tubing, chuck it up in your drill. This drill's kind of loud. Chuck it up in your drill. Don't tighten it too tight because you can just crush the tubing. And then what you do is you take a razor blade, carefully put it in the end of the tubing like this at an angle, and slowly spin the tubing, holding against the side. And do that for a second, and then what you'll see is it'll actually create a chamfer inside the tubing. You want to do this on the inside, not the outside, and do that for a few seconds, and you'll find you get a nice sharp edge there on the end of the tubing. Once you've done that, all you have to do is take your tire. What I like to do is I like to find where the holes on the inside are, and I make holes on the outside in the exact same place. That way I know they're evenly spaced across the outside of the wheel. So we got one right here. We just take it, put it right in the middle of the tire like this, and using very gentle pressure, let the cutter do the work. You don't have to push. You very gentle pressure, spin it up fast, and pop it out. And as you can see, that makes a nice, beautiful, clean, not ragged hole. After you're done doing that, you'll have a little plug in the end of the tool. You just take your fingernail or a tool and pull that plug out. As you can see here, that made a perfect little plug out of the tire. I like to do that in 2 to 4 places. I've found it doesn't really matter how many you do as long as you at least have 2. And once you've done that, what you'll do is you want to plug up the holes on the inside. I take a little bit of alcohol and I wipe out the area around the hole. Even if these are brand new, I like to do that because there can be some oils from manufacturing. Wipe out the area around the hole, then take a piece of electrical tape and put that piece of electrical tape over there, smooth it down, and that's all you have to do. Now, doing this has some big advantages. Primarily, what it does is instead of allowing dirt and water and everything to go in these holes and then get slung to the outside of the tire and get stuck in the wheel, anything that can go in will immediately get slung right back out of the tire again. People have said that it also helps prevent ballooning and the tires ripping. I'm not entirely certain that's true, but some people have had that experience. Either way, this is the best way to do venting of the tires, and it is what you want to do with every wheel that you get. Now, after I'd say every 1 wheel or so, go ahead and resharpen the end of this, and that's all you have to do. It's super cheap, super fast, super easy, and it'll make your wheels and tires last much longer because you won't be getting your foams destroyed by water and sand, and things will stay nice and clean, nice and balanced, and you'll save money and be able to enjoy your bashing that much more. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Coming up in the next video, we've got the Bauhaus spur shaft for the X-Max, which replaces this and allows you to use an 8mm pinion of any tooth count, which is pretty awesome. We're gonna be looking at that. We've also got a 35 kg servo review. We're going to be dunking this in water. That'll be fun. And we've got some other bits and pieces for the X-Max we're going to be reviewing as well. We've also got the Kronos XTR coming up. That'll be here tomorrow, so we'll be getting an unboxing of that. So if you want to see those things, make sure you're subscribed and hit the bell to get notified, and we'll talk to you next time.